Man, oh man, man, oh man, man, oh man. I've talked to so many men lately about being a dad in recovery. And I've talked to some mums too. And I want to talk to mums. Fuck, I think I need to talk to mums because sometimes I don't think I can get dad's attention unless I talk to mums. And why would I need to get dad's attention? Well, I think that in a lot of cases that dads think that unless the shit has really hit the fan, their kid's in trouble, in jail, or in trouble with drugs, or something, everything's okay. And unless they get a call from the school, everything's okay. So anyway, I think what I'm trying to get across to men is that kids need them before the shit hits the fan, before there's trouble. And they need them on a regular basis. So if you're separated from your kids, they need to hear from you. Call them. Jesus. Pick up the phone. You're so sensitive. Addicts and alcoholics in early recovery especially are so thin-skinned. Oh, I don't want to intrude. Fuck off. Just call them. Mom. Every mom that I run into, that I know, realizes that kids need their dad. And if they've pushed dad away, it's not just because they're mad at him. They've pushed dad away because he's messed up. We mess things up, and we make commitments and we don't follow through. We don't show up. All kinds of things. And mums hate to see their kids in pain, but that's dad, And I think a little bit of dad is better than no dad. And what do you think, Mom? What do you think, Mom? I'd love to hear from you. And I'd like to talk to your husbands or your ex-husbands or the father of your kids. And some cases, the man who's the father of your kid was not planned. You had a fling. And all of a sudden you're having a child, or you've had a child, but you never, it wasn't planned. You didn't plan to get married this guy, and he turns out to be a bit of a nut, and that's okay. Lots of us are nuts, but my job is to help men to, step up, to get their responsibility and say, okay, yes, I want to do this, and mostly men want to. And, of course, my mother used to say, want in one hand and shit in the other, and see which one fills up first. Wanting or thinking about it or talking about it doesn't get it done. So, in the recovery program, it says that we're driven by 100 forms of fear, self-delusion, self-seeking, and self-pity. And self-delusion is that we were deluded by the idea that wanting is enough. And wanting to be there for our kids is a way different than being there. So, and being there just regularly. Wow. So anyway, I have a little story just came to me right now about a man that I know really, really well. And he and his gal were not really even dating. They were just, getting together from time to time to enjoy each other's company. And they got pregnant. And he never actually got together with this gal. But he became a dad. And since his little girl was like 2 or so, he called every day. And I remember being around him. I think she must be 18 now. And she knows her dad loves her because she got that friggin' phone call every day. And lots of times there was nothing to say. She was 2 and 3 and 4. She just knew that the call came and that dad loved her. And he was there for weekends, and it worked out. It worked out, but it worked out because he was consistent. He was persistent and consistent, and he showed up over and over again. And it worked out because the mom wanted that to happen too. She let that happen. She encouraged that to happen. So we got to do this together. So I'm going to talk as much to mums, I think, more than I have been to mums, because I think that if you want your fellas to talk to an older, that's me, man with experience in being a dad, like I've got 3 kids, and it wasn't an easy go. I sobered up early when my daughter was very young, but I was crazier than a shithouse rat. I'll tell you, I was crazy, and took a lot of years to be responsible, know what to do as a dad. I didn't know what to do as a dad. I had no idea, no benchmark. My dad was an addict or an alcoholic, and even though he was high functioning and all of that, you know. I didn't really feel his connection a lot, and I didn't know how to be a dad. I had no benchmark, none whatsoever. I think that's hard sometimes for women to get, that maybe the guy you picked or didn't pick, but the guy you created a kid with has no idea how to be a dad, right? Maybe he has no idea, you know, and he's scared, terrified, you know. And sometimes with addicts and alcoholics, we'd rather run away than not get it right. You know, we think we should be perfect. Well, there's no perfect. It's either there's no perfect or it's all perfect. So you're a dad, and we should talk about it. You know, we should talk about all kinds of things around that, your relationship with your father. You know, now you're a dad, and how is that relationship with your dad? Have you healed that relationship? You know, have you seen him in a different way? That's important. How about talking about the relationship with your own mother, and talking about the relationship with the mother of your kids? And, you know, no matter what she's done or hasn't done, she's the mom, and she loves them. She does. Okay, there's exceptions to all of this, but so let's talk. I have a call on Tuesday nights, a Zoom call, and, you know, we'd love you to be there and join us. Okay. And so text me or contact me, and I'll show you how to get on that call, and we'll, you know, I'd like to talk to men. I'm not charging for this. I mean, at this time, I guess maybe one day we might. I don't know, but I just think there's so many kids. You know, it's not that I don't care about the dads and the moms, but there's so many kids that are, you know, we want to break the chain, right? Next generation of alcoholics coming right up, right behind us, you know, and we need to be there and be close. Break the chain. Okay, love you guys. Lots. Text me. Tell me what you think. Give me your opinion. Are you interested in this? Bye.